let me know when you're live.
I can't think we'll have. Just waiting for the thing to pop up.
Hasn't come up on my
There we go,
notifications.
live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FTRL. It is the penultimate week of season 23 of GT3, and we are here at the Cathedral of Speed. That is the Autodrome of Nazionale Monza. Monza playing host to our final week of sprint races and the final double header of the season in the Group 4 Viper. It's a two-horse race for the title between the Sim Demon boys, who have already wrapped up the Constructors' title, so we can crown a champion tonight if Dusty Fossil can outscore Joker quite significantly, but I have a feeling this will be going all the way to the final round next week. Joining me to pick through the action tonight is our GT2 title fighter and race winner. It is Mr. Lennon Stevenson. Good evening, Lennon.
Good evening, sir. How are you? You alright?
I'd be better if my races in the World Series had gone better early, if I'm honest. But as you well know. But yeah, I'm alright. I'm excited for some more GT3 action because it's always a good lot of fun. And Monza usually provides great races as well. Of course, home of the first ever and so far only Nobby Norris victory a couple of seasons in GT2. So anything could happen at Monza. So yeah, I'm excited to see. Yeah, I'm looking at a car that has Italian Stallion on the side of it. So the Globo Gym boys have updated their livery for this week and on point with the theme. They've gone very national, very patriotic this week.
Look now. Doubt I'll bring them any more speed, but you know, at least they look half decent.
I suppose we will be chatting them. So then we are, yeah, as mentioned, it is a sprint week. We've got two races for you tonight. Everybody is using just the medium tyres this week. And yeah, it is Last Chance Saloon then for the title. As Dusty Fossil leading the way by, I believe it's 11 points. Let's see if Jonesy's bothered to do the standings this week, shall we? Last week I got caught out because he hadn't done them. Bastard.
I think he has, because he's done the GT2 ones already, so I'm pretty sure he's there. Well, unless he's just trying to make me happy, because I'm owning him every week as well, so...
Yeah, there's every chance, isn't there? Where are we? Yeah, yes, we have done. I believe so.
Yeah, I can't actually see him, so I'll be hearing this for the first time as well.
Yes, so here we go then. So, Dusty Fossil leading the way on 260 points. 6 wins to his name this season. Right behind him, though, 11 points is the gap to Joker with 5 wins this season on 249. Those two are well clear of the rest of the pack, and it's Zom who's leading the charge for best of the rest on 188. He's been finding some good form recently, Zom, so good to see him picking up good results, and he finds himself in third in the championship, just ahead of Derek on 183.5. And then Andy, who has now dropped out unfortunately, but is filling in this week, I believe.
Yeah, I've seen him earlier, yeah.
He is, yeah, so he's back this week, so he will be picking up some points. But the drivers now making their way out for qualifying. We have got a 15-minute session, I believe. Of course, last time out we climbed a debut victory for Mr. Tom Duval at Daytona. Superb job from him at the last endurance race. Came down to a straight fight between Tom Duval and Zom, in fact, so Zom just missing out on the opportunity to take his first FTRL GT victory. Maybe he will get a chance at this week then. Car's on the way. Who is leading us off? It is...
I think it's the fan favourite, Micah.
Oh, it's Mikey's now, of course. Fair play to Mike. He had a bit of a moment last week, but he recovered quite nicely. Salvaged a nice solid P5. So let's see what he can do this time around then. Cars on their way. A couple of just draggling in the pit lane. Jordan's making his way out now. And who's got a penalty there? It's Odon's got a penalty, but shouldn't bother him too much.
Just a question.
Okay.
Obviously, Jordan's come out on hards.
Yes.
Obviously, because
Jordan's filling in for Jesus, so he's obviously GT2 driver.
But what I was going to say is, how come Unsafe releases on mediums when he races in GT1?
Because he's also filling in GT1, so it's a bit of a weird one. It's just kind of a thing.
FTRL things.
Goykart basically just throwing his weight around as admin, basically, so to benefit himself. So that's what it is, really. In the chat, good evening, Derek. Good evening, Batman. Good evening, Pagani, and good evening, Royston. Welcome all. Please do make sure you like the stream as well. However you push that button, Whether it's with your fingers, your toes, your nose, the tail of your cat. Speaking of one, mine's just a beard. Out the final corner, we'll go aboard for a lap of Monza with Mikey then. Let's see if we can get around that without spinning. Then down the start finish straight we come then. It is the first line that is the timing line. And down the start finish straight, then speed building. Meaning Mr. Clark. 6th gear. And now you've got to find your braking reference around about 120 metres and down through the gearbox into the first chicane. Down in 2nd gear there for Mikey, so he's staying in 2nd gear. Gets the car rotated, and then it fires out of the chicane then. Start to build the speed up into Curva Grande. Hook that inside line there, take the shortest route. Going on and on, and it straightens up then as we head then into the 2nd of the chicanes. Again, find a braking marker down, 2nd gear, take plenty of curve through the first bit. Viper quite comfortable over the curves there at the 2nd chicane, so able to take a big chunk of the curb. 2nd part as well, then into Lesmo 1. Car on the steering right out to the outside there, using all the curb and the runoff. And then towards the Lesmo 2. Just graze that curb on the inside again, using the curb on the outside there, a little bit wide, the back end just stepping out there. Has to get on the AstroTurf, but he gets away with it. Now the speed is starting to build, then we head down the hill under the bridge, of course that is part of the banked oval. And then heading up then, looking for a braking reference for the Ascari chicane. Throw it in 3rd gear, using the curbs. And don't be too greedy on the exit. A little bit wide there. Oh, big old moment there. Not the cleanest run then, onto the back straight, then heading down then towards the Parabolica. Again, brake as late as you dare. 3rd gear. A little bit wide there, maybe a little bit of dirt on his tyres, having run a bit wide. Speed and starting to build again.
Testing the brakes, I think. A few of them corners, I feel like it's broke a little bit, just a little bit too late.
That's a 2:03 then from Mikey. However, he is quickly usurped by both, not everybody, Tom Odon, Dusty Fossil and Joker. Oh, jumping ahead then, so Joker then gets first blood with a 58.5. Less than a tenth up on his teammate. Oh, I'm going to sneeze, one second. And we're back.
Bless you.
Okay. Two St. Demon boys laying down a marker earlier. Dusty Fossil's picked up a 2nd penalty from turn 1 there, so he's cut too much of that first part of the first chicane. Got himself a 1-second penalty then, so that will ruin this lap for him. Unsafe has slotted into 3rd, meanwhile. He's filling in for Goy again this week. That man up in P4, another one who had a recent a resurgence in form. That man going well at Suzuka a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, what do you do if you're the Sim Demon boys here? Because obviously that Fossey first lap and they kind of are at the minute, obviously nose to tail. Do you slipstream each other and try and help each other to get to the top 2, or because the championship's wrapped up, do you just say fuck off, I'm doing my own thing?
Well, it's kind of up to Joker, isn't it? I mean, it's he's the one with some work to do, some ground to make up. I think obviously with it just being a point per position difference here, it's going to be difficult to make any big gains here. He just needs to probably work together, pull clear, and then just try and pip him at the end. I think should be the order of the night. So we shall see what kind of games they want to play, whether or not anybody else can insert themselves into the argument for the wins tonight.
Yeah, is it reverse grid, isn't it, for the second race?
Partial reverse grid for race 2, yep. So
partial.
I guess it's all done by the wheel. The FTRL wheel is drawn, so anywhere between positions 6 and 12 can be reversed. Joker comes to the line, then as Mikey goes 3rd. Joker does not improve on that lap. So Mikey up to 3rd then, but still a good 4 tenths off the front 2. Let me just head up on the safe. 4th, Mattman in P5, Derek in P6, another one who was he was really rapid last week at Daytona. Was on a different strategy though to some of the others. So he went for just all out pace all race, him and unsafe release, which didn't pay off for them in terms of the victory, but still strong points banked. Odon in P7, so I'm in P8. Plus P9, Motor Media, of course, who made his debut last week, back with us again. Big O's going to be Dane as well. Bonjour or Bonsuena.
Danish flags in the chat, please.
Indeed, Danish flags, please, in the chat. There's Tom the Vogger's purple. Last week's winner. Oh, he's had a big old slide out through the second chicane in the gravel on the outside there. That's going to have ruined that lap for him.
Easy to do it on the exit of that chicane. Very easy to do.
Very much so, yeah. The Viper does ride the big sausage curves well, but not that well, it would seem.
Who's on a good lap?
Joke with a half-second penalty now as well. So, he's starting to rack up then on safe souls. I've got a second penalty. Oh, and that's Tom Duval, I think, again in the background. Very, very wide. It was indeed. And he's in the second chicane. The Delaroge chicane.
Yeah, I still expect Andy to do well today. You know, even though his toys are out the pram. I still expect him to do
very well. He's a stalwart of the F1 scene, so he'll know Monza like the back of his hand. But yes, Big O's playing there, Mikey, making good progress. Still third. Joker's got himself another penalty, and now he's in the gravel as well. So Joker's having a bit of a torrid time then, having banked that good lap off the bat. He's now struggling to improve on it. So far, nobody. So Joker still, nearly just under a tenth up on his teammate, who's also not improved. So let's keep an eye on him then as he comes around Curva Grande. See how he's getting on. Beach improving there to a 2:01 into the first checkpoint, and he is now 0.142 purple. He comes in to Delaroge. There he comes. Meanwhile, behind them, Odon and Safe Racing. Safe's now ahead.
Looks like it.
We were side by side going into the Delaroge. And through the Lesmos comes Dusty Fossil. The marker board there has been kicked out, so. And they improves to a 2-minute flat. Goes to P8. Dusty Fossil then, looking like he might be about to take away that pole position here. In Sector 1, he was purple, and he's getting on Sector 2. He is blue, but he's down on Joker's time. It's a personal best, but not an overall best. He's lost a bit of time there in the middle sector.
Yeah, I think was it about 100th off Joker's time?
0.84 up, 0.084 up.
Just needs to absolutely nail this final
15 thousandths somewhere in this final sector. Nobody ahead of him, so he's not got anybody to take his eye, but he's also not getting any slipstream, which will be a key factor in tonight's races. Nice tight line there off the Parabolica, taking the shortest route. Hugging the white line. Is it enough for pole? It's not. No, he's lost more time in the final sector than so. He also stays in P2. So Felice improves, but not his position. 59.0. But yeah, look at how close they are in the top. So the biggest gap at the minute is between Dusty Fossil and Mikey. But then between Mikey and Unsafe Felice is 29 thousandths. Between Unsafe and Matman is 97 thousandths. Between Matman and Derek is 71 thousandths of a second. So super close there between third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And you've got half a second back to Jordan, who's filling in for a Zeus. He's from P7.
Tricky one, isn't it? I think round here, especially in qualifying, because, like I said, you want the slipstream. I can't get words out. But rewind. Yeah, you want the slipstream, but you know, if you catch them in that middle sector or even Ascari at that wrong moment, you just, especially no offence to someone maybe lower down than you, you're not going to be able to, you know, bring that time back up again, are you? As much as you gain so much on the straights, it's.
You want to be catching them coming out of Ascari, really, is when you want to be getting them. Then you've got the tow all the way down to Parabolica, and then all the way out of Parabolica down to start finish straight, where it's probably going to benefit you the most. But and then slingshot past them. Dusty Fossil is 3.5 tenths blue in Sector 2.
3.5 tenths blue?
He's 3.5 tenths blue, but not purple, strangely enough. So either lots of time is being lost in this final sector, or Gran Turismo is doing weird-ass things. But Dusty Apostle is on course to take provisional pole. Of course, now just starting to burn off a little bit. So the car will be getting lighter. Medium tyre's not really suffering much with wear this week. Of course, it's a low tyre and fuel multiplier. There's Mikey goes second, but for how long? Not very.
Oh.
So the point goes Dusty Fossil then 58.5.
Look how tight it is there, that top three.
And Mikey's put himself right in the conversation as well. Odon improves to a 59.7. Puts himself in P8. What's Joker got then? So far he's not been able to get back into that groove. And we've only probably got, we've got 2.5 minutes left. So there's maybe 2 more laps in there for everybody.
Yeah, I think with Joker, he was followed Dusty on his first. Well, he's only flying. Well, good lap, his first lap, weren't it?
Yes.
I think that's probably where he's losing a bit of time potentially, because Dusty's not a bad person to follow, as you can clearly see. So, yeah, I'm not sure Joker might not will improve here.
Yeah, he didn't have a particularly aggressive run through the first chicane there, through the Retifilio chicane, so wasn't mounting the curves on the first part. So obviously avoided a penalty, but. You lose a bit of time there, so let's see where he is. He's got to the checkpoint 1. He's 3 tenths down, so yeah. Doka then has banked an early lap and has struggled to get back into that groove so far. So he will still be starting provisionally P2. How's Mikey getting on this one? He's 4.5 tenths down in sector 1, so not been improving on this lap, but we'll get one more run in.
Derek's gone purple, middle sector.
And now
14 thousandths.
Derek enters the chat for pole potentially. He's pumped himself up to P4 on his last run with a 58.9. Now this is a deal. Look, he's got a bit of a slipstream for unsafe release down the back straight. It's exactly where he wants to be catching somebody. Now you can see that beautiful Italian flag livery they've gone for this week. Superb job there on that one.
Yeah, just needs to keep it tight. Oh,
he's done. Oh, he's a little bit wide. But he just about gets away with it.
Still in the slipstream, this could be a big lap.
Derek about to shake up there. Unsafe improves. Derek improves as well. Derek goes third. Unsafe ahead of him. Just went up to P4, dispossessing Mikey. But now the top 5 are covered by less than 2 tenths. Mikey's got a penalty, so he's not going to improve then. So it's down to, where are the Sim Demon boys? Here comes Joker. Doesn't improve. 58.9 from him. Where's Dusty Fossil? 58.8. Just a tenth apart, those two. Safe and 4. Yeah, so Mikey's got a penalty, so he will not be improving. He's also just about to spin out of the De La Roja. Parks up at the side of the road. They're getting out of everybody's way then. So who's first on the road? It is Dusty Fossil. Zom then to the 59.7. His best lap of the session so far. And these then are now the final laps. Dusty Fossil out of the Lesmos. And the top 4 are all sort of together here.
Joker's got a penalty, so he's out.
With a second penalty as well then, yes. The track limits are proving troublesome. Dusty Fossil's 4.5 tenths down, so he's not going to be improving. Derek's got a second penalty now as well, so it's all on unsafe, who is 8 tenths of a second down. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see any improvements here. Mattman, he's behind them. He's P6. How's he getting on? No penalties. And he is a quarter of a second up. Now he needs to find a bit more time, because he'll improve, but not enough. The jump is his new teammate.
That was quite clean there for Ascara.
Yeah, good one there. Now he could do with somebody ahead of him. Now there was somebody ahead of him who might have had a penalty. No, too far ahead, so he's not going to be getting any slipstream, so he'll have to do it himself. Derek rounds the parabolic ahead of him. Line, they can hear the front tyres screeching there as he tries to get the car turned and the power down. Dives for the inside, then take the shortest route back to the line. Is an improvement for Matt. He does, but not enough. He stays P6. Good lap there, Tom Duval. He's got himself up to P8. How does he fare on his final run? He's 2:15, so he's definitely not going quicker that time. So he's finished. Yeah, those guys have already done. So Face Pot crosses the line, doesn't improve. Johnny Boy crosses the line, also doesn't improve. In touch there, Johnny. 2:02 flat. In touch, that thinks where he wants to be. In touch with the guys ahead of him. So yeah, it's a solid lap there from Johnny. Hub Media also just a couple of tenths down. So yeah, everybody there within 2 seconds, or just over 2 seconds there, covering the entire field. So that's good, consistent pace from everybody. Everybody then should be in the mixer in this one.
Yeah, some pretty good laps to be fair.
Yeah, top 5 covered by 0.168 of a second. That's how close it is.
We've got someone in the pits. This is going to drag on. Oh, no.
No.
Don't you worry. I'll just keep him on his toes.
So it is pole position then for Dusty Fossil. Sim Demon 1-2 with Joker backing him up on the front row. Then Derek lining up on row 2 in P3 alongside Unsafe Release. Then it's the pair of touring car, Cadbury cars. Mikey just ahead of Matman. And the two Pixar cars of Andy and Tom Duval. Row by row. Zom and Odon then showing row 5, 9th and 10th. Jordan and Face Potter 11th and 12th. And then Johnny Boy and Motorhub Media on row 7. So 16 laps ahead of us. Let's get some predictions then in the chat. Who do we think is going to win this one? Predictions from you versus Stevenson as well. Who do you fancy for this one?
It's a tough one. I think I'm going to go Derek. I've got a sneak feeling. I think stick with the two Sim Demon, as long as everything goes clean into turn 1 and 2. Obviously, I think stick with them two guys. Yeah, he's got the Italian flag like we said earlier. That's an extra 2 tenths to his time. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I fancy Derek for the win.
So putting everybody on Derek, not a bad shout.
How come Mandy's got to go on hards?
I think because he's supposed to be filling in. Technically, I don't know.
But he's a GT3 driver.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Don't know what's going on.
Oh, Mikey ruined everything again, like always. Fucking hell, Mike. He's been racing in GT3 all season. Weird one. What about you, Lee? Who do you think's going to get the win?
Good question. I'm going to go with Joker. I think he needs to claw some points back. I think the Sim Demon boys will work together quite well. So I think Joker will pip his teammate and he will be victorious if he can keep his penalties to a minimum. However, penalties could be a big deciding factor in this one, I think. So we could see a mix up on the podium. I think Batman might get a podium here because he didn't think he was getting too many penalties in the race. I think a few drivers ahead of him will get a couple of penalties, and he will pick through.
Yeah, keep it clean. Hopefully, stay in the slipstream and get someone to drag you along. Really, yeah. Do you get a point for pole? In GT3?
I do not know. That's so much attention I've been paying.
Hey, you've only been doing this GT3, commentary all season, but don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know.
No pressure, Matt. It's fine. So, some arguments going off in the chat about what tyres Andy should be on.
I don't think I've helped that argument, have I? I'm mouthing off on the stream. It's true, though. It's true.
Right, somebody push the button. Let's go. There we go. That's somebody listened. Well done. All right, then 60 laps ahead of us. My money's on Joker. Your money's on Derek. Predictions in the chat, please, from the viewing wide world. Who do we think's going to win this one? I said a podium. I didn't say a win, to be fair. So there's less pressure.
Yeah, you have 3 places to go for, not just one. So you should be all right.
Exactly. So 14 Vipers line up on the grid. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And the first race of the evening is go. Tardy start from Matman, so I've already jinxed him. Dane reckons Zom's going to win this one, while Luke's going for Dusty Fossil, and he has got the whole shot from pole position. And Matman's been swallowed up into the pack. Let's head down towards turn 1 for the first time. Is there going to be any chaos? Maybe we're going to get the braking markers. Oh, Jocelyn's position, a little bit of bumping going on. But, a bit of contact there between Matman, the two Pixar cars. Somebody's out in the gravel. It's Tom Duval. Everybody seems to have got through okay. Yeah, everybody is safely through. And Dusty Fossil leads by 0.6 of a second as they round Curva Grande, heading down towards the Della Roggia chicane for the first time. Closing in there on the brakes, a bit more aggressive with the curb that time. Let's close right up at his teammate then. There's 2 or 3 wide in the background there. Is everybody going to get round the chicane okay? Ooh, Zom's bouncing over the curb. There's contact there with his teammate. And Jordan and Face Potter are also rubbing panels. They've all sorted themselves out though, the two royally thick racing cars. And I can't say you didn't see him coming because that car is bright as well. So they have survived then up front then. The Sim Demon boys then trying to pull away. Pulling away then, good evening Witchell. Head up towards Ascari for the first time then. Derek giving chase with Unsafe hot in his tracks. And a little bit of a gap back to Mikey, who's got Andy, Matt, Tom Duval, Odon, all together, and a little bit of gap back to Face Potter. He's got Jordan with him, and Zom, Johnny Boy, and the Motorhub Media. Dusty Fossil then has got his lead up to a second already, then, so he's out of slipstream range of his teammate then, so much for working together. Dusty Fossil is checking out immediately. And Joker is slipping back into the clutches of Derek and Unsafe.
Yeah, Unsafe's bumping him along, probably the right thing to do. You know, Unsafe's plenty of experience. You can guarantee he'll probably work with you.
Yeah, long race this one. Long way to go in this one, so no point duking it out just yet then. Unsafe's going to pop out. Is he happy to stay where he is? The answer is he's happy to stay where he is. Clever driving further back meanwhile. Batman is giving Tom Duval a big old squeeze into turn 1. Tom Duval is forcing the issue up the inside. Batman comes back. It's Verstappen versus Hamilton all over again. Nobody ends up on top of each other, but Andy comes through and takes them both.
Oh. And this penalty. Where's he got that
a penalty
from?
For Andy as well. So he must have cut too much of the curb, and now Odon enters into the chat as well, up the inside of Tom Duval. It's 2 purple and white, yellow cars against 2 blue and yellow cars. And they're side by side coming into the second chicane now as well. Andy ahead of Mattman, who's trying to go around the outside. All sort themselves out, and now Tom Duval gets leaving off into the gravel. Up to the back, and here comes Arsenal Joe. Johnny Boy and Face Potter are side by side into the first Lesmo as well. Johnny Boy stays ahead. Flashing the lights. Oh, and a penalty for Joker. Half-second penalty for Joker.
Oh, you called it, didn't you?
Yeah, penalties, I think, are going to play a massive part in this one, and that's the first of the ones for the leaders. And that will drop him right back into the clutches of Derek and Unsafe. In fact, I expect they will probably go by. They're only 0.8 of a second behind at the moment. Mikey's also not far off the back, so he's going to be in the chats of the front 5. I've pulled a big old gap back to the rest of the field who were side by side, 2 wide a few moments ago.
Oh, I think Joker's stayed ahead.
Joker's just dead ahead, but they're now right on the back of him, so he's now definitely part of this trio. Mikey is just outside of slipstream range as well, so he'll probably be there by the time they get out the first chicane. Further back, what's going on then? Mikey is now ahead of Odon, who has come through this pack. Then the 2 Pixar cars swap places. Zom has now got Jordan behind him. What's happened to Matman? He's slipped all the way down to P12. So that commentary jinx has worked an absolute treat. I apologise.
It's every week with you, isn't it?
I think so. It's usually Mikey though, to be fair. So Unsafe at least has passed Derek meanwhile. So watch. Oh, Johnny Boy's gone for a big old send on Jordan into turn 1. Gets it stopped though. It was a send, but he was controlled. And up to P10 he goes. Nice move there from Johnny Boy.
Fair fucking play.
Fair play.
What a
Jordan saw him coming, opened the door. Didn't call any contact, but yeah, nice job there. To P10 he goes. Dusty Fossil lead, 2.3 seconds now. Oh, Joker sideways as he come out of the Della Roggia. There's Unsafe now tucked right under his rear wing, who's cleared Derek. So he's up to 3rd now. A little bit of a gap back, but Derek's still very much in touch. And Mikey's now there as well. The gap from Mikey to the lead is the same as the gap behind him, so front 5 are covered by the same gap as 5th to 6th.
Yeah, I think they'll catch Dusty. Like I said earlier, you can see right now, Unsafe is just bumping Joker along.
Yeah,
Joker obviously has got the pace if he keeps it clean, like we said earlier, so I reckon they'll catch him within a few laps.
Are going to be the factor here, I think. Yeah, if Unsafe is happy to work with it. Oh, Mikey's off! In the background, coming out of Ascari. Oh, he's rejoined right in front of Andy. Oh, there we go. That'll be that was not a particularly safe rejoin from Mikey there.
Fucking hell.
And Andy had nowhere to go and found a car unghosted right on the racing line at full speed and ploughed into the back of him there.
I couldn't tell if that was my screen, because I don't know, I thought he was ghosted, and all of a sudden
Probably was when he joined. I think he missed the first car, didn't he? I think maybe Tom DeVal went through him, or maybe he just rejoined after him. But by the time that Andy got there was a big old shunt, and Andy unfortunately has had his race ruined. Lead is down to 3.1 seconds between Dusty Fossil and Unsafe now, who's gone past. So Unsafe's up to P2.
Yeah. Wow, I still can't go over that. He's just been absolutely had his doors smashed up. Oh my god.
Set his back door smashed in. Wait.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the same for a second. I'm still flabbergasted. Okay, hell.
So Derek now is not on the threat from behind, so he can now concentrate on trying to close on that gap down to Joker and get himself in the battle for the podium. A big old gap back then. Odon and Tom DeVal survived that chaos. They don't go well in P5, although he's a little bit wide there out of Lesmo 1. Tom DeVal's up the inside into Lesmo 2. And through he goes into P5 then. Odon slots right in behind him again then. Zob, meanwhile, in the background, though, just picked his way through to P7 as the chaos around him. Jordan in 8th, Mattman down to 9th, but recovering. Face Potter with a penalty in 10th, just ahead of the Motorhub Media, who's now up to a P11. Johnny Boy down in 12th. And then recovering Andy and Mikey.
But Andy's absolutely fuming. It's gone purple though.
I mean, when's Andy not absolutely fuming, to be fair?
Okay, that's made me chuckle.
Bit of chaos there. Motorhub Media then going by Face Potter, who serves his penalty. So he's into the top 10 now. Can he hang on though? Or Face Potter come back at him. Batman meanwhile has latched into the back of Jordan, who's on the back of Zom. These three then making their way down the start finish straight. Crossing the line now. Are they working together, or are we going to go for an overtake here? Jordan's got a big old run on Zom. Which side does he go? Perhaps he's not got the run. And Mattman now side by side with Jordan as they head down towards the braking zone. On the medium tyres, Mattman gets it stopped. It's a little bit deep, but yeah, gets the move done. Jordan on the hard tyres, of course, as he's filling in. Oh, Hope Motorsport Media's sideways coming out of the Retafilio. And Face Potter retakes P10. Just got too much of the curb there. Span the rear tyres up.
I love GT3.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? It's good fun, good racing. One safe there, wide out of Lesmo 1. Right on the limit of the AstroTurf. He's trying to close down. Let's have a look at the lap times then. 59.030 from Dusty Fossil, 59.080 from Unsafe. So those two are neck and neck. And Unsafe is not catching him. But him, Joker and Derek are nose to tail. Derek is 7/10 purple.
Yeah, Dusty with 5/10 purple as well.
So lap time, a bit of fuel coming off now. Tyres warmed up. Everybody's spread out a little bit now because Derek will be getting the slipstream pretty much the entire lap. In fact, he has just dropped out of slipstream range. Joker, who is latched onto the back of Unsafe, is he going to go for a move into Parabolica? No. He's got bored with Joker, sorry. Unsafe is wide there, out of Parabolica, out of the AstroTurf. That's going to slow him. Joker has got some momentum here. Now, is he going to have enough by the time they get to the end of the straight? Now, of course, there we go. Joker goes fastest of all, the 58.5. I think that's quicker than you went in qualifying.
Oh no! It's gone for it.
Going for the move, down the inside. And you're breaking reference. And there he goes into the screen there on the console. You can see unsafe. Oh, big old snap sideways there though. Wrestling a big old moment there, but he gathers it up. Speed starts to build again then. Around Curva Grande. Unsafe is closing. Is he there for a move? And now he's going to bump. Into De La Rocha. Curve there. Passes over the second part again. Another big old slide there, unsafe. Pops to the inside there. Thought about a run, but not close enough. So he'll stay behind. The gap is 2.8 to the race leader.
Yeah, it's just kind of stable out, and I think just these two need to work together a little bit more if they really want to catch up Dusty. They've got plenty of time to do it. Gets like lap 10 and they're still 3 seconds off, then you might as well just fight each other, but yeah, we're not even halfway through the race. I think just keep bumping each other along, try and get within 2 seconds, put a bit of pressure on Dusty, and you never know.
Yep.
He might make a slight mistake. You know, last week wasn't a great race for him.
So penalties could be a factor here as well. So far we saw him get 1 in qualifying. So it's not immune from penalties, but at the minute doing a really good job. Hanging on to the lead then, 2.8 seconds remains the gap then. Derek just latching back on again. So he was out of slip this time last time around at this point of the track, but he has now caught back up again. Go again then now. Does Unsafe go for a move this time? Or is he just going to bump along? Is he going to be close enough then? Across the line.
What is going on with Mikey and Moto Hub, whatever his name is? They both just went off the track, hit each other, then both slowed down till about 30 miles per hour.
They were waiting for each other after you. So some more dramas further back. Well, Andy has now recovered to P10, so good drive from him. Zon meanwhile has fallen to the back of this little train between Mattman, Jordan and himself. So Mattman's recovered to 7th. Sandoval then breaking away a little bit from Odon, but he's 8 seconds behind the front 4, so big old gap there. So barring any mistakes, he will be at least a solid P5. Meanwhile, I was going to say Joker was taking a few tenths out of Dusty Fossil, however he was a bit wide through Lesmo 1 and has just given all of that gap back. So the gap remains 2.8. So then right up behind again.
Yeah, Joker quick on that last lap by a few tenths, so I said they've got the pace. They're just, like I said, just little silly mistakes, or just running wide in certain corners, like just said, and you lose another 2-3 tenths what you just gained, don't you? So just doesn't need to push. I don't think use the 2 behind you, or mainly Unsafe at the minute, and just close the gap. Easier said than done, obviously.
Unsafe to the inside, but he's just showing in the mirrors. These 3, they're not battling too much, but they're not making much impression either. Gap remains about the same. Unsafe's got a better run this time, and he might give him a bump here. Yeah, he's on the slipstream, so he's right under the rear wing, or just giving him a little nudge along.
Yeah, that's
basically saying to Joker, just focus on hitting your markers and trying to close that gap. And oh, Derek's going for a big old send here. Oh, it's contact. Oh! I don't know if Unsafe saw him coming. I don't know if Derek intended to go for the move. He just slightly missed his braking point there, but ended up with a little bit of a send, and they met at the apex. They've all survived, but that has given Joker a bit of breathing room, and he's out of slipstream range of Unsafe release. A little bit of contact there. Then.
I don't think I'd want that again. I'd want Unsafe up my arse. Literally.
Oh ja. Ich liebe die Schnitzel. Well, there we go. revelations on FTRL there. Lennon wants the German right at his backside.
Big German sausage.
Oh, sausage. Johnny Boy slipped to the back meanwhile, so he's had some dramas out of 2:14 on the last lap there, and a second penalty for his trouble as well. So he's had a bit of a shocker that time around. He's dropped down to P14. Mikey and Motorhub Media up to 12th and 13th respectively. Goes by backface Potter. He's got himself a bit of a gap. So yeah, we've all kind of spread out a little bit. So the gap, the battle, is still this one for the podium. Sunsafe now hustling to try and get back on terms with Joker. Parabolic and then he's just slipped back into slipstream range. He's bringing Derek with him as well. He'll actually be pulling away a little bit from Derek now because he's got the slipstream from Joker. Derek has not got his, so he's just edging away again. And while the gap remains 2.7 between the front two, we are now into the second half of the race, so I do need to start just taking a little bit of time out, applying a little bit more pressure, keeping him in sight, so he can't afford any big major mistakes, and a penalty will definitely make things interesting. So far, driving really well, super consistent. Look at those lap times: 59.3, 59 flat, 59 flat, 58.6, 59.2, 59 flat, 59.2. So Dusty Fossil, again, the epitome of consistency. That's really been the backbone to his title charge. This Unsafe has now closed back in on Joker, and that gap has come down. It's under. Well, it was just bang on 2 seconds there, so they've had a better run through the first sector of this lap. Joker suddenly has got the hurry up.
Yeah, especially with Unsafe now. So if they definitely if they properly work together now, they will easily be within a second in two laps or so.
Derek's back in slipstream range as well. So yeah, Derek's coming as well. Derek's not out of this. Right under the back of Joker's wing there. It's definitely distracting, isn't it, to have a car that close behind you, because you just don't know if they're gonna, if you need to lift or something, you know you're going to get a bit of a contact. It's going to make the situation worse for you. But for the minute, these two trusting each other to run that close.
I think it works both ways as well, especially around here. When you especially that big rear wing, when you tucked up, you can barely see the apexes, especially into the first two chicanes. Easy to pick up a penalty or run wide or anything like that.
Yep. So driving though, safe. Yep, bumping him along. They are closing that gap down then, so it is now pretty much 2 seconds again.
Yeah, Derek.
That time is this time around 59.5 from Dusty Fossil. Slipped a little bit that time with a 58.9. Yeah, so 6/10 they had out of him that last lap. So if they can keep doing that for a couple of laps, we will have a fight for the victory again. Then Pondeval now nearly 10 seconds off the lead quartet. Comfortable in P5, got 2.6 back to Odon, who's keeping him honest. Matt Mann's also recovered well to P7.
Unsafe's going for it.
Down the inside into the De La Rogia chicane. Through he goes.
That could be a penalty.
We shall see. It is. Yeah, good call. That is not what he wanted. It's not what Joker wanted. Well, it might be what Joker wanted, because Joker will re-inherit P2, and Unsafe Release will probably slip to the back of this 3. But it's costing them time, and they are running out of it as they pursue that man in the foreground there, Dusty Fossil. He's heading down then under the banking. Get the long camera angle as they approach the Ascari chicane. On the brakes, sent down to 3rd gear. The back straight, so Unsafe is about. Oh, Joker's very wide. Whoa!
Oh.
Very wide there, and Derek's got to run, and Derek might go for the move here.
Unsafe's
the outside.
Second.
Unsafe's going to hold on to P2 as well. I thought Joker would have got him. Yeah, Derek swoops around the outside, and Joker ends up P4. And what that has done is just put that lead back out to 3 seconds there for Dusty Fossil. So, despite their best efforts to try and close him down, they've just started squabbling and a few mistakes have crept in. 58.7 from Dusty that time around, his second fastest lap of the race. Second time he's dipped into the 58s, unsafe as a 59.3. Derek a 59.4, Joker a 2:05. And everybody else is kind of spread out a little bit. They're all kind of close, but not in that closer proximity with each other. So then this is still a battle in lap 11 of 16 then. So 5.5 laps to go.
Derek's wide.
Yeah, he's deep. And Derek's going to get a run here. Derek's at the inside.
Oh, Derek.
There he goes. Joker trying to follow. Oh, Derek moves over there to open the corner up and ends up nerfing unsafe. He was right on the edge of the track there, and Joker sneaks through as well. So Derek with a hip check. And unsafe now finds himself at the back of the queue. And Dusty Fossil's lead, having been 2 seconds 2 laps ago, is now 4. So the squabbling has started. They were working together. They were chipping away finally, and suddenly they've decided. There's Joker now coming back then for P2. Derek, who has just taken the fastest lap a couple of laps ago, is about to lose it, is he? Oh! Joker was up the inside to Ascari. Derek lent on him, arrived sideways. They all survive, but that gap's got up by another half a second then, so the lead's gone. I think the battle, the win's gone. I think Dusty Fossil's got this one wrapped up now. But the battle for the podium is alive and kicking.
This is what we come for.
Joker up the inside into Parabolica, showing the nose, not making a move though. Derek a little bit wide as a result. Joker's having to hug the apex because Unsafe is right up behind him again. Hugging that white line.
Oh, I can't see this ending well.
I think it's going to be a spin here, isn't it? They're closing as well. Here we go. Joker to the outside. Unsafe's giving him a push. Unsafe's going for the inside. There's 3 wide. Unsafe for the inside, Joker on the outside, Derek in the middle. Who's going to break latest? Unsafe gets squeezed. They all survive. Joker comes out ahead. Unsafe around the outside. Oh, he's in the gravel.
Derek's having none of it.
Ah, Derek's having absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it. And Joker escapes. Having been in 4th not too long ago, back then into 2nd place. Got a little bit spread out now, so the gaps will have to close down again then. Can Joker pull away, or is Derek going to close back in? Derek has the fastest lap of the race of 58.1. That's rapid pace from him. And safe still there as well. I think he'll be a little bit aggrieved about that. Cleaning his tyres up as well. Hopefully they're all left.
Just back within slipstream as well. He's rapid through there for the Lesmos.
Yeah, Derek really quickly catching back onto Joker. So Joker can't break away.
I don't know how much of a factor it'll play in, but it's not much worn. But obviously, Joker's tyres are a little bit more worn than Derek's. He's gone wide.
No, he's sideways again. Derek's doing that's a couple of laps in a row. The Joker's been out there now. He loses one place. Is Unsafe going to find a way by as well, or are these two? Because these two have been working together quite well. Unsafe and Joker, and Unsafe again seems content to just push Joker along. Going for a move into Parabolica and maybe wait for the start-finish rate. Joker's wide again though. He's still got dirt on those tyres. And he is now out of slipstream range to Derek. So he will need that little shove from behind if he can get it. Doesn't Safe go for a move then on board then with the 4th place Scar.
Yeah, just bumping him along back into slipstream as well now.
Yeah, he's even braking early there. There's no contact for the first chicane there. Plenty of curb. It's a good amount of curb there. Gets a little bit squirrely. Oh, good evening, Mr. Wolfie. Bill Coleman.
Good, eh?
Right.
And he has.
Round curve of Grand, there we go. Derek's had a good run out of the Retafilio chicane. Now Joker now goes purple. Ooh, there was a little bit of contact there. Just a bit of dirt getting kicked up by one of the cars. A bit out of the De La Roja chicane. And save again, right on the back of Joker. We're taking a little bit of time out of Derek in this part of the lap. Derek again is having a really good launch out of the first Lesbo and has pulled that gap again. He's just toing and froing at the minute. Unsafe again, right under that rear wing of Joker, pushing him along.
I think if Unsafe weren't there, I think Derek would run away from Joker at this rate because he seems a lot quicker through the corners.
Yeah, so Joker's fastest lap is I can't see because the car's in the way, 58.5.
Yeah.
Derek says 58.1, so yeah, Derek does seem to have just a little bit of edge. Ooh, Unsafe this sideways flashes the lights. I think Joker took a bit too much curb there, it caught Unsafe out, and he ended up wide and just salvaging a big old slide. He'll survive that, but he's now back into slipstream range of Derek then, so these three again are going to come together.
Hopefully.
I think I've seen that movie. Joker kicking up the dirt on the inside there, taking the narrow line, but he has now got back into slipstream range. Kick up the dirt there, going as tight to that white line as they can do. Here comes Joker. Gaining. Is he going to get there in enough time to have a move into turn one? Or is they going to be able to hold him off? Joker pops to the inside. It's a late move. Drops back in again.
Just there. Unsafe. Just fucking hell. A little love tap in the end. He got it just stopped.
Yeah, I didn't think he thought Joker would come back over onto the racing line, but he did. They all survive. We're into the final three laps then. These three, what's going on behind then? So further back then, Tom Duval is closed a little bit of that gap ahead. That was 10 seconds. It's now 7.8. But barring a big drama, he's probably not going to catch up. So he stays in P5. He's 2.8 ahead of Odon, who's driven a solid race as well. Again, with that consistent run there of 59s. So solid pace from him. Batman recovered well after the early jinx I gave him. P7 goes purple in sector 1. In fact, Jordan doing well on the hard tyres in P8. Tom's P9 and has got a recovering Andy not too far behind him. And Mikey in a lonely P11. Face Potter. Lonely P12. Motorhub Media in 13th. And Johnny Boy just behind then as there's been a change. Derek's
gone off.
Back of this train.
Yeah, second Lesmo ran wide and it touched the gravel. I don't know if Joker tapped him or not.
So all change again in this battle for the podium. It's now Joker and Unsafe who are on the podium.
Just ran wide again.
Derek's got dirty tyres. And a half second penalty as well. It's a horror lap from him. And that then might settle this podium battle. Shame for Derek there, he showed superb pace in this one. Blatant disregard for egos and status.
I reckon these two for the next two laps are going to battle hard.
So I think Unsafe can see the penalty. He might just be inclined to think, right, well, it's just the two of us now, but he may be better waiting for the last lap. But then you've got to ask the question, will the opportunity come? He seems to be able to catch up again, so
yeah,
joined this like one big 8-wheeled Viper at some point, these two. We'll try and get himself back in touch if he can do. Of course, he will probably drop away again. With that half-second penalty he'll have to serve on this lap. Run down to port, just have come out of Ascari. As Unsafe goes purple by 1.5 tenths. Joker the slide there, Unsafe for sliding into the gravel. Quick run down the field then, has anybody caught anybody else? So still spread out. He's on the back a little bit, I think. Everybody's just going to spread out further back then, so we'll stay with this battle for P2. Sorry to not give everybody else the airtime, but this is the battle. Derek's wide again. Wolf is saying bloody big car to get around, absolutely. Derek then is probably out of this one now then, so it is now with 1.25 laps to go. It's Unsafe versus Joker for P2. Dusty Fossil, his lead is 5.8 seconds and he's comfortably in the lead of this one and has got this one won. Derek's about to serve his half-second penalty then to drop him out of contention, then he'll be 2 seconds and a bit back. But he should still be comfortable in P4. Dusty Fossil rounds the Parabolica for the penultimate time. On his way to win number 7 then. Joker again cutting the grass on the inside of the Parabolica. And we defend that inside line. Unsafe now, right up the exhaust pipes. Does he make the move on the start-finish straight? Does he wait for a Ascari? Does he wait to coming down towards the Parabolica?
He's bumping him still.
Still bumping him them, so...
Don't let us down, Unsafe. Come on.
Looks like a bit of a twitch there. Unsafe's going to be on him again. On board with the pursuant. Good running through Curva Grande. Is he going to go for the move into the De La Rocha chicane? Joker's covering the inside slightly, but Unsafe pops out. But lifts off.
Oh.
He's waiting for the back straight. But is he going to be close enough? You know, is that opportunity going to come? He seems confident in his ability.
A little mistake.
Yep. Seems to have had the speed to close back up again. Then catches that inside curve, runs a little bit wide. Very wide sideways. They thought about it there. He had a run. Oh, Joker sideways again. Unsafe sideways. There's contact. There's a bit of a bump. Right, is he going to have a run into a Ascari? He's in the slipstream. He's closing. Joker's driving down the middle of the road. He's going to make Unsafe go the long way around. Unsafe's not going to go for it here.
Off again.
Lifted off. He's going to try and set up a run out of Ascari, I think. He's had a good run. That's a good run. Here we go then. Last lap. Last chance. He's got to go the long way around. Pops out to the outside. Side by side. On the run into Parabok. He's ahead on the outside. Can he brake later? Can he hang it on around the outside? Then he's going to try it. Joker defends the inside. Runs him out wide though. Yeah, good defensive move there from Joker.
Yeah.
Dusty Foster meanwhile crosses the line. Victorious. Joker will hang on for P2. Clever driving there from him. Defending that. P2 for him. Unsafe gets P3. Derek gets P4. Tom Duval comes through for P5. Not too much of him. A lonely race for him. Odon then solid P6 from him. And then Mattman recovering in P7. Jordan then filling in for Azus. He's going to cross the line in P8. I could be reasonably happy with that on those hard tyres. And recovering. Andy gets P9.
Hards as well, not a bad result.
Yeah, indeed. Mikey going to go P10. Having had that spin when he was running in P5 earlier on. Zom gets P11. Big points back for Derek in that battle for P3 in the standings. Then Face Potter's going to come home in P12. A couple of seconds then just ahead of.
He's not even got it.
Media. Oh, he never got him. He's not crossed the line.
Got him.
Moho Media snatches it there. Oh, Face Potter's had a mare. He's had a shock. Oh no. They've crossed the line at exactly the same time, but the Moho Media's got it. Johnny Boy then's going to cross the line then in P14. The final finish. Oh, Face Potter's had an absolute shocker.
Do you think he's got it because he's got a faster lap time, or?
He must have crossed the line just bang on together, and obviously I don't know if it's just the fact that he was moving faster in the right direction, maybe. So,
that helps, doesn't it?
There we go. Here's a victory once again for Dusty Fossil. It's comfortable in the end for him. Victorious by 6.2 seconds then over his teammate. Another Sim Demon 1-2. Unsafe releasing coming over in P3 there in that great battle there for the podium. Derek unfortunately slipped away late on after a couple of moments wide and that penalty. Tom Duval, solid P5, backing up his victory last time out. Odon gets good points for P6. Mattman recovers to P7. Jordan in P8. Then Andy P9. Mikey P10. Zom in P11. The FTRL Mikey H position. The Moho Media there, as we saw, crossing the line, actually got the gap's quite big. Look, according to that, it's 58.4 against 1 minute. So I don't know what's happened there, but yeah, first Media gets P12, Face Potter P13, and Jody Boy P14. The wheel has already been drawn for the final race, and it is P10 who is on. So,
ooh,
that's Mikey. Mikey goes into pole position.
Mikey's done the wheel, hasn't he?
No, Aaron's done it, but Mikey probably, yeah.
Chucked him a tenner.
Probably done it. I don't think Garrow would need more money than that to do that for him. So the race getting set up for race 2. Again, it's just a repeat again, another 16 laps on the medium tyres. And we're waiting for that. And of course, we are back tomorrow with GT2. It's the penultimate round of their season. And you have got a double header at Deep Forest.
And Monza as an endurance.
And Monza endurance. I know chicane.
I think it's endurance.
I think so. I believe it's endurance. I think we've got endurance on Friday in the group 4. Where's the calendar? Where's the apps? Let's have a look at the apps. The apps. GT2.
Let's have a look at mine.
Season info. Deep Forest, Monza, 20 laps. Yeah,
doesn't say the cars though.
Yeah, it's all group 4. I'm sure it is. That'll be in the thing.
Well, you say kind of. It's roughly around 2-minute lap, so 40 minutes. Is
yeah, that sounds about right then. Yeah, so an
maybe
endurance
a
race.
pit stop or 2.
So yeah, double header from Deep Forest, and then a endurance race at Monza. I think they're all in the group 4, so all in the Nissan Silvias. And then on Friday it goes back with GT1, and it is our group 4 week as well. And we are in the desert then with a double header from Laguna Seca, followed by an endurance race at Big Willow. And so plenty of desert, plenty of sand to trap us on Friday. Again, we are all in our group 4 Mazdas as well. It's a 3-stop. They all in. There's some strat.
3-stop?
I think, well, the winky face and the laughing face was just that you might be pulling a leg, but by all means try it.
Yeah, it won't be for fuel. No joke, I know we're in the Silvias.
2 and 3, isn't it? Sort of like,
I don't think he needs to put me more at a disadvantage anymore with his 31-point gap. But you know, each to their own.
Well, of course, he could
Maybe
wrap the standings up, couldn't he? Next time out, so there's a chance to be crowning.
Clear by 40. I think it's 40 points he needs to be clear by. I think by the end of the night. Not quite sure how the next week goes with points wise, but
Bournemouth come from 3-0 down to beat Luton 4-3. I mean,
you know, I'm sat here watching this. We'll never another way.
Absolutely. 64-second one, and then so race 2. Not far away. Driver's heading up then, just to get a bit of a sighter. Oh, progress good then. So Mikey will be on pole from Andy. So the two that collided early on in that race, sharing the front row together in the next one. So Jordan then on the second row with Mattman. So Mattman gets another chance to go backwards and bottle the podium. Odon and Tom Duval on the next row. Then Derek and Unsafe and Joker and Carl sharing row 5 together then. So can they cut through the pack? Or they get it caught in some lap 1, turn 1 Monza chaos? We'll find out very shortly. So predictions in the chat then for race 2, please. Who do we think is going to win the second instalment of the race here tonight at Monza?
I'm going with Micah.
Mikey. We shall see. With Andy a clear track, he could be a factor.
On hards though.
He shouldn't be on hards
mediums now.
He's on mediums now. He's on the right tyre. It's been sorted because he is technically a GT3 driver, isn't he? So like we were saying.
After I said, but anyway, let's go.
5 red lights. Race 2 is go. Everybody gets away fairly equally this time. Good start from Mikey on the front row. Andy goes with him. Jordan's had a good start as well, actually, from P3 on those hard tyres. And he's going to come up alongside Andy on the run down towards turn 1 then. Dane saying he always believes in Zomlar. Well, let's have a look. Are we going to go for a Zombomb into turn 1? Oh, he's gone straight on. Oh, no. Mike's gone straight on.
Fucking hell, Mike. Actually backed you.
Jordan leads. Mikey's doing the no chicane version. He's had an absolute shocker. First to 13th. Before exit turn 1. Aaron, I can physically and visibly hear Aaron just going, for fuck's sake, Mikey, and a massive forehead slap as well. Not the cat having a massive forehead. So,
Tom's off.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Tom's off on P4. So the front 3 breaking away. Jordan leads from Andy from Mattman. So Mattman's away in a podium place this time. There we go. I didn't say which race. I meant, who's that kicking up some dirt? That was Andy. Just needs to be careful now around the second one. He doesn't run wide. No, he's got away with it. So good job. On 5th, unsafe, already up to P6. Joker's 7th. Dusty Fossil in 8th. Derek's down in P10 with a half-second penalty already. And he's gone backwards. Zob has got the Dane curse. He's all the way down to P14.
Oh, Joker's gone for a move.
Ooh, where are we?
Oh, he's just shoved. Oh, I think he might be letting back through. I don't think he meant it.
He looks to be just drops back in again. However, on Dusty Fossil comes Face Potter, who has had a clean run up ahead. That is Tom Duval and Odon swapping places. Odon going through, and Matman's up to P2. So Matman on the move. His teammate has jumped to the back of the grid. He's jumping forwards. Well, Jordan still leads, and of course the still the reigning GT3 champion. Filling in before Jesus tonight. There he is.
Andy's close though.
Yeah, Andy's thinking about it.
My word.
It's another one for the highlight reel. So Jordan then leads the first lap. That man now is tucked into his slipstream. And Andy going with him as well. Odon 1.2 seconds back. Tom Duval has a half-second penalty in P5 with unsafe tucked behind him. And the Sim Demon Boys Joker, Dusty Fossil, Face Potter in 9th. Derek's hanging on to P10. He's battling with Motorhub Media, who's also got a half-second penalty. And also it's Mikey, sorry, with the half-second penalty. So Mikey and Motorhub Media have a half-second penalty each. Mikey then around the outside into Della Roger. He's gone a bit deep though, bounces over the sausage curb. Oh, Motorhub Media's had a good run, but gets a big slide. He's up the inside into the Lesmo, backs out of it. Mikey then giving him the room on the inside, but sweeps around the outside and hangs on to his beloved P11. That's the reason he went straight on, really, wasn't he? He wanted back in P11. He was getting a nosebleed that far forward.
He likes a double one, doesn't he?
He does like a double one. It's on right on the back of his teammate then as they head up towards the under the banking. Here they go. Trying to pull him to the inside. I think he's going to let his teammate go, is he? Or they're going to have a battle. Come on, Johnny, send it. Send it. Oh. No, lets him go. So up front, Jordan continues to lead. That man gives chase, Andy giving chase as well. Odon's closing in now as well. He's almost in slipstream range. In fact, it's the break for Parabolic. He's now in slipstream range, however. He's on a bit deep through the corner and just slips back out again, but he's on the cusp. So Odon could be getting into this battle, and Matman is now right on the back of Jordan. Now Jordan's got a half-second penalty. Matman to the outside and into the lead. Where does Andy go? He's going to pop out. He's going to drop in behind Matman. No, Jordan drops in behind Matman. And they're all going to survive. Jordan lets them go there on the brakes, and Odon arrives on the scene as well. So we've got 4 for the lead.
Probably 5 unsafe just
Safe,
behind as well.
Yeah, the good first run through turn 1 as well. Now Andy and Matman starting to battle for the lead. It's early on though. They do well to try and break away together here. They've got a bit of a gap now, and that gap will grow. Looks like that Jordan's just about to be overtaken by Odon. Here comes Andy to the inside. That man fends him off, but goes a little bit deep. And they're trying to cut back, but no room. And Odon's had such a great run there. Odon's right there immediately.
Oh, he's got a penalty though.
Second penalty there. Up the inside goes Andy into the first of the Lesmos. Matman squeezes him, hangs on around the outside. Odon's right there. Oh, 3 wide into Lesmo 2. No, thank you. Just GT3 things. So Odon then is alongside Andy. With that second penalty though, he's going to drop away, and shame for Odon. He's a really good drive so far in this one. I'm trying to break away then. He could probably do with Odon getting up the inside of Andy here. Oh, he's there, but Andy hangs on around the outside. Good driving from Andy there. Just hogging around the outside of the Ascari. And the cars behind him both about to serve their penalties and drop out of this battle. Now what this will do will release Unsafe and Tom Duval and the Sim Demon cars. So Odon's going to drop all the way down to P8. And Jordan's dropped down to P5.
Dropped 6 positions.
Yeah, that's an absolute bastard penalty there for him, a whole second. But he is still just 3.2 seconds off the lead. So very much an FTRL train going on here. In fact, he's already coming back at Dusty Fossil. Oh, what does Joker do here? Joker's going to try to help him. Yeah, Joker's trying to help him still. He's trying to help his team out, but Odon is side by side. Down the start finish straight, and Dusty Fossil might have to just compromise his braking a little bit here, but he's got back ahead in sufficient time. And into the Retafilio chicane we go. Everybody comes out the other side.
That's what you do call an FTRL train, don't you, like you said?
8 cars in the lead there. Joker up the inside of Jordan as they round Curva Grande. Into P5 then, so puts a car in between himself and his teammate.
Yeah, it could be huge for him, even if he just gains 2 or 3 points
That is
in this race, you know.
Ball in the cork here at the minute. Andy, Tom Duval up the inside of Unsafe for third, so the Pixar cars second and third. Unsafe, they're trying to switch back out of the Lesmo 1 into Lesmo 2, back up the inside of Tom Duval to do contact. Through he goes, and Joker suddenly arrives at the run as well. And Tom Duval might lose 2 places here. Joker with a big old run, and through he goes. So Tom Duval up to third, and then down to fifth. Meanwhile for the lead, Mattman's having to defend hard into Ascari. And he is all over him. And Unsafe is sideways out of Ascari. Oh, what a four-side drift that was. To the outside he goes. Mattman's going to defend the inside of the Parabolica. He's only lap 4. 12 more laps of this yet. We've got 12 more laps of this. And he's going to try and go all the way around the outside. He's got the momentum. Mattman tries to squeeze him. But Andy's got the momentum. They're side by side. Down the start finish straight. Joker's under attack from Tom Duval as well. So both Pixar cars on the move. Mattman and Tom Duval and Andy still side by side. Mattman's held the inside. Can he get it back on the brakes? Or further back, Joker and Tom Duval. Tom Duval looking at the inside. Mattman's at the inside of Andy. Through he goes.
Oh, and Joker.
Oh, Joker out of nowhere up to third. So Unsafe there was held up slightly by the 2 cars ahead of him. And Joker now trying to get involved as well. These 2, of course, were glued together in race 1. They found each other again in race 2. And just behind them, Dusty Fossil and Odon. I don't know who we lost for this battle. Jordan just slipped away, hasn't he? Was paid on Derek. Motorhead Media. Just Mikey battling. Johnny Boy's in 13th. What's happened to Zom? Zom's had an absolute shocker somewhere on that one. Oh, big shame for him.
taking the lead though.
Oh, Andy for the lead.
Oh, he's got a penalty.
Oh, an half-second penalty immediately then. And the pack this close, he's going to lose 3-4 places. So all that work is about to be undone. Look at this absolute train here. Top 4 nose to tail, and then just small gaps in between Tom Duval, Dusty Fossil and Odon. So still 7 cars very much in this scrap. How far down will Andy fall? Joker's looking at the inside of Unsafe into Ascari. He's got the inside. Through he goes. No, Unsafe hangs on around the outside.
I think Andy might only lose two positions here.
He's had a good run there. He'll definitely lose one to Matt. Oh, will he? Yeah, he will just lose it to Matt. Yeah, so that's good driving from Andy there. He's nailed his run out of the Lesmos. To spread that pack out a little bit. It's 2-3 wide. Joker's wide. Tom Duval look at the inside. Now Dusty Fossil look at the inside of Tom Duval. They're now side by side. Let's go on board. Where's the slipstream chain? He's trying to leave him over, but Tom Duval just edges back in front. Great battling this one. Unsafe now popping out on Andy into turn 1. Brakes late. He's got the inside for.
Oh, Dusty's it, Tom.
Oh, Tom does.
And is it Andy? Oh no! Andy's 12th.
Oh, what happened to Andy? I didn't see what happened. Who hit Andy?
Andy hit Tom, and then Tom hit. No, sorry, Dusty hit Tom. I think Tom hit Andy.
Oh, well, it all goes wrong for Pixar, and Dusty Fossil carries on his merry way. But that one might arrive at the steward.
Slow up. Yeah, I think he did try to wait for Tom, but I think he made a mistake coming out of the chicane, so he just went, well, fuck it, let's carry on.
Ooh.
Mattman.
Madman as well, he still leads.
Still
Still fending off everybody. It's like it's Barcelona all over again.
Yeah.
When he was fending off Dusty Fossil all race, now he's just had the whole field to fend off this time then. It's unsafe now. Now Unsafe has shown he's willing to work with people in this one, so Madman needn't defend so much. And you can see he's nearly 7/10 faster on this lap. On his personal best now, things are settling down a little bit. So that massive 7-car train is just spread out now. We're still quite closely packed up then. So you've got Tom Duval and Jordan together, 5th, 6th and 7th. Face Potter with a half-second penalty in 8th with Mikey just behind him. Derek and the Mohawk Media are together. And a little bit of gap back to Andy, the recovering Andy there. Big shame for him. He's right in the thick of the action. Unfortunately there, getting skittled by his teammate who was skittled by a Sim Demon car.
Yeah, just a little Constantino domino effect, and it's easily done. It's obviously not intentional, but yeah, it's so easily done, especially at Monza.
Yeah, safe then. Fastest lap of the race that time around. 58.6. Oh, we're down the inside for the lead. That man left the slither, and the Viper has slithered up the inside of him. Oh, but then gets Unsafe sideways. He lights the rear tyres up.
Go on, Matt.
Oh, is that going deep? That's Face Potter going deep, was it? Oh, he gets a second penalty. Mikey goes through. Derek's going to go through as well.
Send it.
Who?
Matt, sorry, mate. Yeah. Well,
A
anyone.
bit deep. Oh, Joker, now Joker's bought into this. So the front three have now got themselves a bit of a gap. Then Dusty Fossils got a bit of free track as well, so he can try and close down. But yeah, the front three have made a break now. They've got 2.4 seconds over our race 1 winner. Joker's now very much a part of this trio. For the first time tonight, Unsafe Release leads the race. Now, what can he do at the front? Joker going for a move into the map man, is he? Oh, he thought about it, was showing on the inside as they break for a scar, just trying to unsettle him.
Yeah, Joker's not wanting to hang about, is there?
Yeah, there's an opportunity here to claw some points back. He's only getting the 1, so they'll be even for the night if they stay as they are, but he's keen to make that at least 2. He's up the inside of Matman down towards Parabolica. It'll be on a very narrow line though. Matman might be able to just hang on around the outside here.
Bit
he
of contact.
will be, yeah, he's got the momentum off the corner, but what that has done is let Unsafe break the slipstream.
Matt won't care if he can get himself a podium.
I think there's a wind dangling at the circuit you know very well. Matman will be keen to try and score a victory here, but like I say, he needs Joker to work with him, but Joker's thinking about a move. Matman's giving him the squeeze, Joker drops back in. All this battling is just going to let Unsafe run away. So they need to work together at this stage. There's a long way. We're only at half race distance. We're only at half race distance now, so long way to go. They're not even driving.
To fair though, Odon's keeping him dusted there, which is good as well for his race.
Going well. Tom Duval's also getting his head down now, trying to close back in again, just on his personal best, 59.5. The one who got levered out of that first that opening, that patch.
Change for
the
second.
lead. Oh, he's sideways there though, coming out of the De La Roja. P8 recovering after his opening lap off. And Media's doing well in this one, actually, still hanging on to the back of Derek, who was rapid in race 1, like 58.1. So he's going on with 2 teammates. And then recovering
calm
Andy
down a bit
behind them. Face Potter in 12th, Johnny Boy 13th. Tom is just cruising.
It's alright, Odon's going on Dusty around the outside.
Joker, meanwhile, has wrapped up P2, and yeah, Odon around the outside into Ascari. Joker, Dusty Foster leans on him.
Oof.
Oh, there's contact through Ascari. Brave trying to go side by side through there. Tom Duval is also now closing right in there, so Odon, yeah, showing no mercy. Trying to get involved in the potentially for the battle for the title there. The current championship leader. And Odon is throwing hands.
Looks like he's got some pretty good pace actually.
Yeah, Odon, that.
He was alright in race 1, weren't he?
59.3. He was sort of a solid P6 in the first race, wasn't he? Meanwhile, Jordan and Mikey are together. Are you going to go for a move? Yeah, pops to the inside.
I think he just nudged him by accident.
Yeah, I think you might have just mistimed that pull out there, and Jordan's lifted to let him through. Yeah, Jordan knows it's not his battle. Odon, yeah, right on the back of Dusty through turn 1 again. So Odon is not finished. Battle then. Joker, meanwhile, what can he do now about trying to close down Unsafe? We did think that Unsafe maybe had the pace in the first race, but wasn't able to get clear. Now he's got himself a bit of a gap. What can he do? The break for De La Roger. Slide there from Joker, so she's got the power down. Odon, meanwhile, still all over the back. Tom Daval sideways coming out of the chicane there. So now in this battle, so we've got 3 for the lead, 3 for the battle for 4th. And Mikey and Jordan 7th and 8th, with Derek not far behind and Andy not far behind them. And we've got Face Potter and the Motorhub Media, who just slipped back a little bit, unfortunately. A bit of a drama. Johnny Boy in a lonely P13, but ahead of his teammate.
Yeah, there's quite a few battles all over at the minute, which is good.
Safe now getting that lead up to 1.6 seconds as now he's starting to pound in some good lap times. Joker meanwhile trying to break the slipstream from Matman there. He came out of Ascari and immediately went left. But Matman wise to it. Gets over, gets into the slipstream again, then braking now for Parabolica. Good run through there, but Matman's had good mid-corner speed. Closes in, but Joker's had a good exit and now starts to streak away. So he's got out of slipstream range again, so Joker's had a good exit there. Meanwhile, Odon's still stalking Dusty Fossil, but Dusty Fossil's got him at arm's length this time around. But might there be some trouble coming his way for that incident? A couple of laps to go, and the recovering Tom Daval having a look at Odon there in the braking zone. Popped out just to show the nose, trying to distract. It's Odon staying resolute.
Yeah, I think that'd be crucial. If Dust does get potentially penalised for that, if he loses a position or two from that, that brings what? I think Joker, within 6 or 7 points potentially in the championship? Was it 11? 11 for the night, weren't it?
Yes, so it'll be 12 now after race 1. There's Tom Daval again. Look at the inside of Odon, and Odon breaks too late, and through goes Tom Daval. So Tom Daval up to 5th, where he finished race 1. Odon back to 6th, where he finished race 1, and gets a half-second penalty for his troubles. So he will not be happy with that exchange. Now Joker has started to close on Unsafe. The gap is down to just over a second. He's got 1.2 to Matt as well, so that's just been dropped a little bit. He'll have to start looking in his mirror soon, because Dusty Fossil is now under 2 seconds behind him.
Calm before the storm again.
Yes. It's just the chess pieces moving around again then. So, can Joker catch Unsafe? Better run out Bascari. He's closing. Joker again, look at that last few laps there now. The race has settled down a little bit, solidly into the 159s. And so that Unsafe did a 58.4 last time around. So
Andy with a 58.4 as well.
Yeah, Andy there showing what pace he's got. Had he not have been ejected from this battle. Skittled from the battle in the way that he was. And Tom Daval's also catching Dusty Fossil as well. Odon's just slipped away. He's obviously served his half-second penalty now, so he's dropped off the back of those guys and has now got Derek Jordan and Andy coming. Mikey's had a moment somewhere. He's back down in P10.
Yeah, Dusty's got to be careful here, because if we know Tom very well, he's not shy sending the move down the inside, is it? Let's be honest. So
yeah, he's going to be quite fired up, having been running as high as P3. So he's been unceremoniously ejected from the battle down to P6 or 7. I think he ended up, but he's fought back well. And despite that drama, he's only 4 seconds off the lead. And the podium not a million miles away either. That man having a little bit of a slide there. He had a good run out of the De La Roger there, and he's all over the back of Dusty Fossil now. Dusty Fossil not having it his own way this time. In the first race he could just cruise away, and of course the battles were happening behind him that just allowed him to pull away. This time he's been in the thick of them.
Yeah,
Now,
it just disrupts your rhythm, doesn't it?
Yeah, he might be inclined here to let him go after what happened earlier on. But we'll see. How's your conscience, Carl?
Cold.
Honda Val just almost equalled the fastest lap there, 58.463. And he's 48.425. So the Pixar cars are the fastest two cars on track at the minute. That was a half-second penalty. Who was it for? It's always a second, and it's Joker.
Oh no!
And Matman, I think, is going to wrap him up here. So he's done all that hard work to get past him, and Matman just sweeps back past.
And Dusty.
And Dusty's right there. Yep, Dusty Fossil's right there, and Tom Duval. So we've got a 4-car battle for the podium again. With our race leader now 3.3 seconds cleared. Unsafe has checked out. And once again, we've got 4 cars battling over 2 places on this podium.
Tom's got the inside of Dusty as well. Change.
Yeah, Tom Duval gets the move done.
Tom's really good on the brakes into turn 1.
Years of F1 practice, I think. Joker's had a good run there. He's already trying to get alongside Matman on the outside. Curva Grande. Oh, Matman shuts the door in his face.
All
and again, he's just fighting a massive rearguard action in this one. Barcelona was a bit easier to do. There's not so many long straights here. It's just massive straight after massive straight. So it's very easy for people to get run. And Tom Duval has immediately caught these two. Joker then bouncing over the curb. Tom Duval sideways as they exit.
Oh,
and a second penalty for Joker again. I can only think that's the first part.
This title?
It's the first, apparently not. I can only think it's the first part of the corner. He's getting it. He's maybe slightly unsighted. Joker with a second penalty for the second lap in a row.
That's going to drop him down to 5th, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to drop off the back of these guys. He should be, if we're comfortably in P5. There's a big gap behind Dusty Fossil, 3.8 seconds to Odon. We've got Derek and Andy with him. At least we also having a good scrap. Jordan's in a bit of no man's land now. And then Mikey also in no man's land. Face Potter and...
Sorry, Joker's went for it in... Well, it's gone all downhill now for him.
Yeah, Tom Duval gets through. Joker's about to serve his penalty. Drops away now. Is he going to be able to get back on terms with these three? If they're battling, he might have a chance to catch back up again. But if they are not, and Tom Duval and Matman are already battling, so I think there is a chance here. However, Tom Duval has switched back up the inside of Matman through the Parabolica. However, Matman's had the momentum off the corner, so he sweeps back ahead, but Tom Duval straight into the slipstream.
You say that Odon's within a second of Joker now as well.
So yeah, Joker might get swallowed up here. Wow, those guys behind him. Here they come. Tom Duval and Matman side by side in the brakes for turn 1 again. Matman has the inside, brakes later. Goes a little bit deep. Okay, Tom looking for the switch back. Bounces over the curb, unsettles the car, loses the momentum. Derek's made the move on Odon, being one for P6 at turn 1. And gets a half-second penalty, as does Andy. So 2 of those 3 cars in that battle have now got themselves penalty. Tom still looking away past Matman. Pops to the outside of the Curva Grande, over the inside for the De La Rogia. Matman's squeezing him again. Tom drops back in again, but then he goes deep. Tom's going to go the long way around. He's in the gravel. Dusty Fossil's now there as well. Dusty Fossil's going to make his move on Tom. Through he goes.
Absolute
and Joker's back with them. There we go. Oh, Joker's sideways. Whoa! Almost around there. Caught the gravel on the outside of Lesmo 1. Sideways on. Catches that superbly. Great car control. And stays in touch with the 3 ahead of him. One man who's not in touch is the race leader, Unsafe, who's now 8.6 seconds ahead as the chaos reigns behind him. Tom Duval for P3. No, drops back in again. That man's a little bit deep there. Dusty Fossil all over the back of him. Tom all over the back of him. Joker's back there with him as well. That man there's driving down the inside, making everybody go the long way around. But you feel it's only a matter of time. Here comes Tom to the inside, Dusty to the outside.
He's not.
He's going past them both. Oh. Dusty around the outside. Matt gets swallowed by 2 of them. Tom into P2. Dusty's got the momentum off the corner though. Matman's into the slipstream. Here we go again. What a battle this is. Matman out of the slipstream. Here comes Joker into the slipstream of Dusty Fossil though. And he punches him through. And Dusty Fossil's now going to draw alongside Tom Deval on the brakes, and Joker's ahead of Matt. So Matt goes from 2nd to 5th. Oh, Joker! Oh, Dusty Fossil sideways. Joker goes through. Joker's back onto the podium, and Matman's up the inside of Dusty Fossil as well, and through he goes. Tom Deval into P2, they're trying to break away. Everybody's just trading your places here. Order shuffling with every corner. Matman to the inside of Joker, looks just showing in the mirrors. Joker got a good run there out of the chicane. He's right back on Tom. The gap between Dusty and Odon is 1.7 seconds then, so if these guys keep battling, that 3 behind of Odon, Andy and Derek could be in touch before the end of this race. Arsenal's in a lonely P9 with a 2nd penalty. Moho Mida sideways out of the chicane with a half-second penalty. Mikey's got a half-second penalty, and Face Boss has got a now 2nd penalty. Johnny Boy still in 13th. But yeah, here we go then. Joker to the inside as they go under the banking up towards Ascari. Gets it done on the brakes. There he goes into P2. A couple of cars now between him and his teammate. Tom's had a good run out the corner. He's right back on him again. To the outside he goes. That man is just about in slipstream range still. Tom to the outside. Joker will not allow him. We saw that in race 1. To the inside he goes. That man has caught back into the slipstream range, but Dusty Fossil's got a nice tight exit there. He's up the inside.
Oh, squeezing him.
Oh yeah, Matman, I thought maybe didn't think he was overlapped, but he was. Trying to go for the slipstream of the cars ahead. They're bumping doors down the start-finish straight. Matman's just easing ahead again. Tom Deval on the outside for the braking zone. Can he hang on around the outside?
Matman's going to hit him.
Ooh. Oh, contact with Dusty Fossil at the apex. It turned to his sideways. Tom Deval sideways as well. Joker gets ahead. Joker's back into P2. Dusty Fossil into P4. Tom Deval and Joker meet at the apex of Curva Grande. Still side by side. Tom's going to drop in behind, I think. Yes, he does. Goes for some slipstream there, but he might have a move into the chicane. Joker's gone defensive a little bit.
Oh!
Tom to the outside. He's going for a switchback, I think. Trying to open the corner up. Oh, bounces over the curb, slides the rear end again. Tom Deval will close in.
Andy's joined the party.
Andy's here now as well. And Derek and Odon aren't far away either. What a battle this is. Up front, the lead's now 11.9 seconds for unsafe release. He has just checked out what everybody behind is battling hard. Joker then back to the head of this queue.
Here we go.
Got one more lap, one more corner to go. The lead is pretty much done. He's in the parabolica already. Well, everybody behind him is just coming out of Ascari now. They're just fanning out a little bit then. There's a bit of a gap this time around, but the slipstream is in effect. Could jinx out, Tom Deval comes with him. 0.3 of a second between those two. Half a second between Tom and Dusty Fossil. Just under a second between Dusty Fossil and Matman, who's going to be susceptible to Andy here. Over Dusty Fossil's wide. But not to give up the slipstream then. Joker hugging the white line. Tom Deval right in the slipstream. Dusty Fossil closing. Where does Tom Deval go? He goes to the outside again. Joker then comes over to just squeeze him. And protect that inside. Is Tom later on the brakes? Can he hang on around the outside? He can! Oh, I want to move! Joker hits the curb on the inside. Tom Deval goes over the curb on the outside. Joker's now got to run on him again.
I told you he's good on the brakes.
Oh, there's a superb move there around the outside.
Turning out it's not done.
What is done is the lead. Tom Deval defending the inside. Oh, he's got a mistake there, Joker. Oh, there's contact. More contact. And Joker's around the outside again. Here comes Dusty Fossil. And he's wrapped up Matman as well for P5. He's going to get into this battle before the end of the lap. Oh,
Push
Tom
around wide.
DeVal's a big slide and Dusty Fossil trying to... He's up the inside. Joker, is he? Oh, he sent it. There's contact. Oh, he's sideways.
Oh shit, Andy!
Oh, Andy. 3 wide. 3 wide. Andy's going to pass the both.
He's on the podium!
Andy's on the podium.
Oh my god.
But Tom's got on the brakes. He's going to come back at him.
Oh, contact!
Oh, Tom DeVal and Joker, Dusty Fossil side by side through Ascari. They can't lead again.
he's
Oh,
off.
Dusty Fossil's off.
Oh no!
And Matt Man comes through. And that'll be that. It's definitely that for the win. It's 14 seconds by the flag for unsafe. What a drive from him. It's all kicked off behind him though. And Joker's going to come through for P2. And Andy's going to recover for a podium. What a recovery drive from Andy. He gets P3. So it's P2 for Joker, P3 for Andy, P4 for Matman. Tom gets P5, Derek P6, Odon P7, Dusty Fossil down in P8. I've got a hip and shoulder right at the death there, trying to go side by side out of a scar. It was always going to end in tears for somebody. Unfortunately, it was him. Jordan coming across the line in 9th. Mikey gets P10, just ahead of the Motorhub Media in 11th. Face Botter P12. Zarma's gone ahead of his teammate at the death there as well. The 2 royally thick racing cars then will cross the line together in 13th and 14th.
GG, Matt. He's in the chat.
Mate. Great job, mate. Great job in that one there. That looked tough. There was no respite for anybody in that one then. Zom across the line 13th. Johnny Boy 14th. And we could breathe. What a race. Yeah. What a race. What a GT3 race that was. That's unsafe driving in anger, apparently. There we go then. What a drive it was as well. Checked out at the front, and as the battle started behind him, it became an absolute cruise for him then. 57.9 as well, then into the 57s, and that one then with some clear tracks unsafe. Emphatically victorious in that one. And Joker, though, coming through for P2, and with it, bags himself a handy hatful of points in that title battle, and that has closed right up as we head into the final week. Andy coming back for P3 there, having been skittled by his teammate who was nerfed by, I think it was Dusty Fossil, at turn 1. Great recovery from him up to P3. Mattman, who was in the thick of it for the whole race there, ends up with a P4 in that one. Tom DeVal, again P5 there, but could have been so much more for him. Derek there, P6 there, maybe not reflective of where his pace was tonight, but still solid points for him as he retakes P3 in the standings at least. Odon, P7. He was in the thick of it early on as well. Dusty Fossil there. Very unfortunate end to his race there. He ends up just P8 in that one and losing a handful of points to his teammate and title rival as they head into the last week. Jordan gets P9, filling in for Jesus with Mikey there, who decided he didn't want to take turn 1 on that one. Ending up P10. Just ahead of the Motorhub Media in 11th. Face Botter in P12. And then Zom and Johnny Boy rounding off our finishers. What a night. What an advert for GT3 that was. One that never fails to deliver. Cracking racing, and what two fantastic races they were there. That race 2 was something else for sure. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thanks for the comments in the stream. If you haven't already liked the stream before you go, please do so. And please do join us tomorrow for GT2. We are live at Deep Forest and Monza. We're back here at Monza for some more of this. So definitely look forward to that then for GT3, 8:30 tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're back with GT1 from Laguna Seca and Big Willow. So please do join us for that. But from myself and from Mr. Stevenson for joining us, thank you very much and good evening.